Hi there, I'm Mako Makteig from 日本語ハーモニー。皆さんこんにちは、日本語ハーモニーの Makteig Mako です。Today I'm gonna be sharing with you how to introduce yourself in Japanese like native speakers do. Self-introduction is 自己紹介 in Japanese. 今日は自己紹介をします。In this lesson, I'll expand on various grammar points for conversations you may have when meeting new people. So let's start with the basic self-introduction. But first, let me show you the bad example. はじめまして、私の名前はマクテイグマコです。どうぞよろしく。This is a self-introduction you may learn in textbooks or language schools. These are grammatically correct, but they're slightly different from how we speak in natural conversation.So how do you introduce yourself in Japanese in a more natural way? はじめまして、マクテイグマコです。よろしくお願いします。はじめまして is, as you may know, used as the first phrase when introducing yourself. There's no such phrase in English, but in dialect translation it means I meet you for the first time, and is used freely as nice to meet you. We don't really say 私は or 私の名前は when introducing ourselves.You can omit these because you're obviously talking about yourself. You can simply say your name plus this. When you want to emphasize that the topic is yourself, you can say 私は of course, but don't ever say 私の名前は as it sounds weird. And then the next thing you want to say is よろしく or よろしくお願いします. And again, there's no such phrase in English, but it means I ask you to be nice to me.I know it sounds weird, but this is how it dialectally translates. It's an expression used at the end of introducing yourself. よろしく is a lot more casual than よろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします can be used in some different situations. For example, you can say it at the business meeting. では、時間になりましたので会議を始めます。よろしくお願いいたします。よろしくお願いいたします。is even more formal than よろしくお願いします。In this situation, よろしくお願いいたします can be taken as an encouragement or words of gratitude. It also sounds like a preemptive excuse, such as, let's work hard together. Thank you for your valuable time. Please be generous and overlook any problems. Like this. If you want to be formal in business situations, you can say,はじめまして、マクテイグマコと申します。よろしくお願いいたします。申します is a humble form of 言います in 敬語。いたします is also a humble form of します in 敬語。敬語 simply means polite speech. It's used to show your respect to the listener or the person being referred to. This person could be someone in a higher position, such as superior, teacher, customer, or someone you meet for the first time. 敬語 covers both humble form 謙譲語 and honorific form 尊敬語. Humble form shows your respect to recipients of your actions by humbling yourself. Honorific form shows your respect towards the person performing the action or in the state mentioned. Let's just say 尊敬語 is used for someone in a higher position's action and 謙譲語 is for your own action. Alright, I've shown you the basic self-introduction.Now let's dive into more phrases you may hear or use when you meet new people. You are probably not Japanese, so you will likely be asked where you're from while you're in Japan. How do you think they would ask you? お国はどちらですか? Quite unlikely. Japanese textbooks often introduce this phrase, but I've never personally heard anyone say this. They would ask this instead. どちらから来られたんですか? どちら is the polite version of どこ. 来られた is the verb playing past form of 来られます. And 来られます is the honorific form of 来ます. This sentence ends with んです. Before んです it must be plain form, so it is 来られた instead of 来られました. Plain form んです is an expression used to strongly explain your cause, reasons, or perspective.And sometimes contains the speaker's surprise, suspicion, or strong curiosity. Plain form is 普通形 in Japanese. Remember to drop だ and add な when it's noun or な adjective. Noun is 名詞. な adjective is な形容詞. such as 病気なんです noun, 有名なんです not adjective. They may also say どちらからいらっしゃったんですか？いらっしゃった is a verb playing past form of いらっしゃいます and actually いらっしゃいます also means 来ます。I know, it's confusing. Certain words can change completely from their origin. We call these words 特別な尊敬語、謙譲語 meaning special honorific humble form. And this is even more polite than the honorific form. Here are some examples. 見ます becomes ご覧になります、拝見します in each form. します becomes なさいます、いたします。And 知っています becomes ご存知です and 存じております。I've provided a special honorific and humble form chart as a PDF file in the link below. Please feel free to download it. Keigo is gonna be a very hard topic, so I'll make more Keigo lessons another time. Now, how do you answer to this? どちらから来られたんですか？ You can answer like ブラジル人です。韓国から来ました。They may also say どちらのご出身ですか？ご出身はどちらですか？出身 is where you're raised, of course. But what's this go? O and go are honorific prefixes which are called bikago in Japanese. O and go can be attached to the beginning of some words to add a sense of respect and politeness. Here are some examples of words they can be used with. お名前、お電話、お部屋、お手紙、お食事、ご家族、ご主人、ご住所、ご両親、ご予定。However, please drop these when you speak about yourself because you don't use respectful words towards yourself. So you can answer like ニューヨーク出身です。Now they wanna ask about your occupation. How they ask? 仕事は何ですか？ Well, this is okay, but there are more elegant ways to ask. お仕事は何をされてるんですか？どんなお仕事をされてるんですか？されて is a verb 定 form of されます and されます is the honorific form of します。verb 定 form is 動詞の定型。verb 定います form has many different usages, but in this case is used to explain your occupation or present state. When using this form, we often omit I in natural conversation, simply because it's easier to say. お仕事は何をされてるんですか？ You can answer this question in some different ways. For example, 会社員です。医者をしてます。These two explain your occupation. 医療機器の営業です。This explains the content of your job. You can also say, Google に勤めてます。Google で働いてます。And these two explain where you work. Before に and で you can put your workplace's name. In this case, Google is your workplace. Before で働いてます。You can also put the region of your company. For example, 東京で働いてます。But you cannot say 東京に勤めてます。Before に勤めてます。It always has to be your workplace's name. に勤めてます is more formal than で働いてます。They also want to know what you like to do. They would ask, お休みの日は何をされてるんですか？ And you can answer like, 休みの日はよくピアノを弾いてます。And again, O is the honorific prefix, so drop this when you speak about yourself. 弾いて is verb 定 form. Verb 定います form in this case is used in describing a habitual action. You can also say, 休みの日はいつもネットフリックスを見てます。休みの日はだいたいジムに行ってます。If you have multiple favorite things to do, you can use this form. 休みの日は友達とカフェに行ったり、ジョギングをしたり、家でネットフリックスを見たりしてます。行った、した、見た are all verb た form. verb たり、verb たり、verb たりします is used in referring to multiple actions among many others. Here are some example sentences using this form. 明日は家族と電話したり、家の掃除をしたりします。昨日は友達とランチしたり、本を読んだり、散歩したりしました。 It doesn't have to be 3 actions. You can finish with 2 actions like the first sentence. Okay, finally, I'll show you the whole conversation using what we've learned. はじめまして。マクテイグマコと申します。よろしくお願いいたします。エミリー・ベイカーです。よろしくお願いします。ベイカーさんはどちらから来られたんですか？イギリスから来ました。マクテイグさんは日本の方ですか？はい、私は日本の大阪出身です。お仕事は何をされてるんですか？看護師です。マクテイグさんはどんなお仕事をされてるんですか？私は日本語教師です。日本語ハーモニーに勤めてます。お休みの日はいつも何をされてるんですか？休みの日は友達とカフェに行ったり、ピアノを弾いたり、ネットフリックスを見たりしてます。ピアノですか？すごいですね。いえいえ。ベイカーさんはいつも何をされてるんですか？私はよくカラオケに行きます。私もカラオケ好きです。今度一緒に行きませんか？はい、ぜひお願いします。Alright, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you learned something new, please give it a share. And don't forget to leave your own self-introduction in the comment below. I'll see you in my next one. さよなら。